Okay, so this video is a bit different to my previous content. This is about Palia. It's really fun, it's really cozy, but basically there was a cheater. So let me just start from the start. Basically, I was running around Bahari Bay trying to get this cicada, this specific bug, to do an achievement. It was the last one I needed, and I was just running around. That's why I'm like going to all the trees looking for this bug. Doesn't really matter, but anyway, the whole time I was running around, I was seeing this. Now I'm gonna try and say this, probably wrong. Honorifabilitadina? Nah, that's so bad. But you can see on the screen, this is the person. But if you ever look here, the meaning of that word is being very honourable, which must be sarcastic because there's nothing honourable about using cheats or hacks in any game. Like, I really dislike cheaters. It makes it not fun for anyone else. There's quite a few incidents over... This is over like maybe 3 or 4 in-game Palia days, maybe 2 or 3 hours in real life. Now, the reason I think this person may have been cheating specifically to hunt is to collect plushies, and you can see here people shouldn't be doing it, but people sell them on eBay and for real money, which is like not allowed. They used to do it on Etsy, but they've all been banned on there, which is great. And you can see in the community guidelines for Palia, hacks and cheats using third-party software against the rules, you'll be banned. Got the consequences there, but basically this first one you can see right there. He's floating around, running around, and then disappears. And remember that nameplate I showed you at the start? The alien nameplate, you'll recognize that. Also, this is their pet. It's floating in the air. That's not normal. It's not meant to be doing that. You'll see that a few times in this video where just the pet exists. It's as if they floated up and they're just sitting there. Or it's just a glitch, I don't know. Because they're using hacks, it's going to mess up with the game, right? Okay, so I'm just going through the server profiles, like who's in the server, just blowing everyone out, and that's the person there. This is their name. I'm not going to try and repeat it again. That was awful. But basically you can see here, this is kind of the starting level. So when I first started seeing this, they were at 74,000 exactly. It was a few minutes or so, and then I started recording it. So for the sake of this video, they started at 74,007. That's their player level, extremely high. Their accomplishments also 371. Like, they've completed all of them, which is extremely hard. Even I'm trying to 100% the game and I'm struggling. But you'll see here my character level. So I'll show you at the end, but for reference, I've played for about 1.5 years, taken a few months breaks. So I haven't been playing all the time, but I have been playing over the last, 18 or so months. Basically, my player level is 697. And this is as someone who's at like 96% completed the game. When I say that, I mean achievements. So just remember all this. We're going to refer to this later. You see on the right hand side, it's like hovering. It's quite hard to see, but you can see that, and it's like popping around and just like one-shotting the animals, which is not normal. You're not meant to be flying like that. Sometimes there will be a bug where you will see a character like hovering above, but it won't be like that constantly. And it's very clear as we go through the video that this person is definitely cheating. I'm surprised this person hasn't been banned yet. The next one I want you to look at is just keep an eye on the compass at the very top. So when that bag pops up, that means someone has hunted an animal that I had also shot at some point. So I was purposely going around and just hitting animals with just like a makeshift arrow. So basically doing very low damage. That way, when this person did go and hunt them, I could then see on the map, see where they were. And they are right there. Hovering again, running in the air, shooting the sonar, running around. It was quite fast. I hope it's not dizzying for you. It's just really lame. Let's be for real. People that cheat are lame. This goes for any game. Here's the next one. I'm just hunting, minding my own business. Going between bug hunting and just normal hunting because, it gets a bit boring doing one or the other and you just want to mix it up. And so there's a couple here that you can see in this little field and I can't even get them. I can't even get them quick enough. Look at it. Look at all the bags, all of that. You're just running around looting them and then he runs off. He flies into the air. Bye-bye. Okay, so this thing, I've actually seen this and I've not kind of figured it out, but I've seen this a couple times in my time playing Palia. And I think this is like a spawn point or something like that, or just an indication of a cheater. Obviously that's not normal on the map to be there. I'm going through the server to show who's in the server, and then this person is still in here Their level's already increasing by 3. I haven't skilled up in anything yet while hunting. And again, pops in, hunts something, runs off. And this just happens so many times. And the animal as well, the pet. This happens a lot where it's just like sitting there. It doesn't know what to do. Again, this can happen in Palia, but not in this way. Not this often. Like, and it's just this specific player over and over. And again, seeing them again, running around, hunting everything. Don't even have a chance to hunt anything. Doing it so blatantly as well. This person knew I was following them. I'm directly below them, and I did this multiple times, and they were still just doing it. They just didn't care. So at this point, I was like AFK for 10 minutes. So I went to check again their player level. There we go. It's increased to 74,020 in 10 minutes. And again, it's hunting. So shameless. It's kind of crazy. At this point, I felt really bad for this other player. They were hunting, trying to hunt, and then this guy, this cheater, comes in and just hunts everything. Look at him. He doesn't even get a chance to hunt them, which really sucks. It just ruins the game for everyone else. Oh my gosh, and then here again. Like, I wasn't even looking for him at this point. I was just running around doing my own thing, and he would just appear. Just come to hunt everything. It's actually probably the first time that I've seen a blatant cheater like this that I can remember. Okay, this is probably the most depressing. So for reference, that specific Cernuck is very rare. And getting a plush, as I just said, is very rare. It's a very rare drop. That's what I said at the start. People sell for real money, which they should not. But they're cute. They don't really do anything. They're just cute and it's fun. You know, it's RNG. That's all it is. And you can see in the background. I wasn't even aware, but he's literally running around in the background hunting everything. Me and this other girl were like so happy, like, oh my gosh, we got a plush. And then he comes and just ruins it. Like, that's just crazy. And then I increased my hunting level. This is the first time, like, I was at 107 at the start, I'm at 108 now. So I've increased 1 level in this whole time. I'm actually surprised how many times I was able to see this person running around doing this. It was all in like northern Bahari Bay as well. For me, it's just about integrity and ruining it for everyone else. This one's quite funny as well. He just floats like infinitely into the air. And like I said, this is within like 2 or 3 hours. They never changed servers the whole time, even when I called them out in the chat for cheating. They didn't care. Sometimes just comes for 1 or 2, then disappears. And you can see they teleport really fast. They're so confident at this point. They've done it so much. Don't know how they've been evading bans, but hopefully they get banned, especially after this. I'm just running around, minding my own business, you know. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. One thing I did forget to mention is that your player level, so mine is 697, that's the equivalent of like all of my skills put together. So to be level 74,000, this person must have level 50,000 in hunting, if that's even possible. So this is pretty much the last incident that I got on camera. For reference, I've played Palia for 918 hours. I've had Palia since November 2024, so year and a half-ish. This is just after 2 or 3 hours of playing and then checking their level. So remember, they started at 74,007. They are now at 74,128. So they increased by 121 levels. Like, that is so hard. I'm not even level 121 hunting. That is extremely, like, that's not even possible. Even without cheats, if I was to play all day, 24 hours straight, I would not increase. Because the higher level you are, the harder it is to increase your skill level. And then there's me. 704 ahead. I reported them through Palia.com. I attached a bunch of screenshots, mini clips of what I've put in this video. Being reported, the status is open. Once it's looked at, if there's any update, I will let you know in a new video. The comparison in the player level is actually crazy. I don't think I've seen anyone above maybe 2,000. And if anyone cares, I finally got my achievement, the Master Killimer and Bahari Bug Collector. I finally got that silly cicada. It took so long, but I finally did it. If you want to see more Palia videos, let me know. I know I usually do Sims content, but I play a lot of crazy games. Like I mentioned, once I get any updates about reporting them, if they've been banned or whatever it may be, I'll let you guys know. Okay, bye.